I've just met these 40 people whose lives were destroyed, and they're out in the elements living with that and the fact that they're not going to be able to get those lives back.
Katt Williams went on the record about Kim Porter's death, named Janice Combs as the most criminal woman in the music industry, and volunteered to testify at Diddy's federal trial. All in the same period that Rolling Stone confirmed Diddy transferred approximately $400 million in assets, including Bad Boy Entertainment holdings and real estate stakes, into his mother's name the moment federal authorities took him into custody in September 2024. Those two facts connect in a way that explains why Diddy's own children are now lawyering up to drag Janice Combs into civil court over money she controls and refuses to share with them.
Listen to me. I'm gonna get off the phone right now, and I am going to let you professionals look at the situation and come back to me with a solution. No matter what nobody said. Let's just here and there, y'all are not working together the right way. We're losing.
A source close to the family told reporters this lawsuit could destroy the entire family if it proceeds. And that assessment underestimates what the financial records attached to those assets will reveal.
Netflix making news this week with a new documentary featuring never-before-seen video of Sean Diddy Combs in moments that he clearly viewed as secret, including a high-stakes call with his lawyer just days before his now infamous arrest, plus Diddy reacting in real time as new lawsuits dropped against him. Combs has publicly objected that he says the videos were, quote, stolen.
Once civil discovery begins pulling documents into the open. Mace flagged the Janice situation during his 2020 public feud with Diddy, and the industry treated it as trash talk in real time. What Mace actually delivered was structural and specific. Everything is in Janice's name. She holds the receipts on all of it.
Was there anything that surprised you when you were watching?
I think it was surprising that he actually filmed it.
And he followed that claim by listing every person who could have confirmed it, but no longer could. Biggie, Craig Mack, Black Rob, all dead. Everyone else signed paperwork that legally prevented them from speaking publicly about what they witnessed inside that operation. Mace said he was the only one willing to talk because he carried no financial dependence on Diddy and had long understood that all money is not good money. The $20,000 Mace received as his entire Bad Boy Records compensation, alongside Diddy's refusal to pay $2 million for his publishing rights, tells you exactly how that operation extracted value from artists across decades and where that value ultimately accumulated. Janice sat at the center of the financial architecture the entire time, holding assets in her name so Diddy could operate without those holdings appearing in any personal liability calculation that might surface during legal proceedings.
I can get up with these words and end your legacy.
We've seen it.
I don't care how long. Right, because if it's built on sand, it just is.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna feel any type of way by exposing your hand. That's how this game works.
The Peacock documentary, Diddy, The Making of a Bad Boy, put childhood friend Tim Patterson on camera, and what Patterson described about Janice's household removes any version of her as an uninvolved bystander in what her son became.
Diddy, your dad gonna walk, bro. They ain't talking about nothing in court.
Sir.
Yes, sir. Young Diddy, your daddy looking like he gonna walk out of there, bro.
Janice worked as a teacher while hosting full-scale parties in the same home where her young son slept, gatherings attended by substance dealers, where adults engaged in sexual activity throughout the house in rooms Diddy could and did walk into. Patterson recalled that finding strangers without clothes on in a bedroom was not an unusual occurrence, and that Diddy would wake in the middle of the night to find those scenes unfolding around him.
A life doesn't mean anything to them. It's easy for them to do. They're adept at doing a Diddy, getting rid of you and not having no handprints on it. Like this is how they traffic.
Diddy's father, Melvin Combs, died in a gang-related incident when Diddy was 2 years old, which meant Janice functioned as his sole formative influence through every year that followed. That environment shaped a man who later stockpiled over 1,000 bottles of baby oil in properties federal authorities raided in 2024, and federal indictments described those supplies as essential materials for what prosecutors called freak-offs, multi-day, drug-fueled, coerced sexual events. The line between what Janice normalized in that childhood home and what Diddy later constructed as an adult never represented a clean break. The white nail polish detail connects Janice to the operational specifics of what Diddy inflicted on others in a way that resists dismissal as coincidence.
It's my brother right here from day one. We used to wake up and, damn, pause, but like, just, back in the days when he was like 10 and I was a little bit older, his older brother, we used to fight over the Frosted Flakes.
Cassie Ventura's lawsuit documented that Diddy required her to wear white nail polish during their encounters, specifically to contrast with the skin of the black workers present, as part of a ritualized aesthetic he enforced on victims alongside lingerie requirements and the application of oil. The viral video of Diddy and Janice kissing on the lips, which circulated widely after his arrest and generated immediate public reaction, shows Janice displaying white painted nails, the same specific aesthetic signature Diddy enforced on Cassie as a documented requirement.
What's up, Ma?
Everything's good, baby. I'm here with you.
Good.
I love you.
Love you too.
None of those elements in the lawsuit appeared in isolation. They formed a system with internal logic, and systems with that kind of internal consistency come from somewhere specific in a person's formation. Kim Porter died on November 15, 2018, at 47 years old, found unresponsive in her Los Angeles home, and the Los Angeles County Medical Examiner issued an official cause of death in January 2019, ruling lobar pneumonia. The first coroner assigned to her case, Ed Winter, reached a completely different conclusion after examining the body. Winter found toxins, specifically the kind of poisons that generate symptoms resembling heart attack and pneumonia, and ruled her death a homicide based on that physical evidence. Before Winter could present those findings publicly, he was pulled from the case and replaced by a second coroner who multiple sources described as hand-picked by Diddy. That second coroner discarded everything Winter documented and issued a pneumonia ruling that became the official record, despite Kim's family and her personal physician both stating she carried no prior health conditions that would have made her susceptible to that kind of death. Red fluid on her pillowcases, a trail of red fluid from the bed leading toward the bathroom, and a body position that multiple sources described as strategically arranged to interfere with the investigation. None of it generated sufficient challenge to override a hand-picked coroner's conclusion. Diddy and Janice allegedly ordered Kim's coffin a month before she died, a detail that multiple sources have repeated across 6 years without contradiction. And pre-ordering a coffin for a person nobody around them described as ill is not a detail that fits inside a natural death narrative. Al B. sure attended the Netflix event celebrating their son's Christmas special with Kim, Diddy, and the children in the days immediately before her death, and he has described that gathering with consistent specificity across 6 years of public statements. Kim was in the back of the lobby telling everyone to stop messing around, healthy and engaged, with no visible indication of illness. Days later, she was dead, and Al B. Shore rejected the pneumonia explanation from the moment he heard it. What followed his years of public statements involved something no official explanation accounts for. Al B. Shore went into a coma in 2022, suffered multi-system organ failure, required a liver transplant and a tracheotomy, survived, and upon recovering stated publicly for the first time that he believes Diddy and people affiliated with him caused all of it. He described posting information years earlier specifically as a strategy to protect himself, receiving calls instructing him to remove that content or face consequences, and realizing in retrospect that law enforcement officials who dismissed his concerns were also, in his assessment, operating on behalf of the situation he was trying to expose. Kim Porter warned him to watch his back before she died, and at the time he did not fully understand why. Multi-system organ failure does not arrive without cause in a man who had spent years publicly naming a powerful figure with a documented history of silencing people who threatened his operation, and Al B. Shore described his survival as something larger than luck. The pattern surrounding Uptown Records extends past Kim Porter in a way Katt Williams addressed without ambiguity. Andre Harrell was writing a book when he died. Heavy D was working on a book when he died. Kim Porter was writing a book when she died. Al B. Sure began producing a documentary about his own life and then collapsed into a coma before completing it. Diddy remains the only person from that original circle who has never experienced a health emergency, never required hospitalization mid-project, never died while working on something that would have required him to speak honestly about those years. Katt's framing is direct. Diddy walks around as the luckiest person alive because he is the one responsible for what keeps happening to everyone else. In the 2024 GQ interview released months after the Shannon Sharpe conversation that reset public understanding of what the music industry had been collectively protecting, Katt discussed spiritual warfare as a real operational force and stated plainly that he does not accept people walking free when he regards them as demons. Those statements carried a specific target, and the target was Diddy. Katt Williams volunteering to testify at Diddy's federal trial means everything documented above enters an official courtroom record. Ed Winter's original homicide finding, the toxins he identified in Porter's body, the removal of Winter from the case, and his replacement by a coroner Diddy allegedly selected, the coffin reportedly ordered a month before Kim died, the consistent pattern of Uptown Records associates dying or nearly dying while working on projects that required them to speak truthfully, Mace's detailed account of how the financial structure operated with Janice at its center, and Al B. Sure's near-death experience following years of public statements about Porter. All of it converges in a proceeding where Diddy already faces serious federal charges, carrying the possibility of decades in prison. The $400 million Janice currently controls is not family wealth accumulated through legitimate enterprise. Rolling Stone's review of the court filings confirms it represents value extracted from artists across decades of documented exploitation, and the civil case Diddy's own children are now preparing to file against her will require those asset records to enter discovery. Biggie cannot testify. Craig Mack cannot testify. Black Rob cannot testify. Their money trails still exist inside those financial records, and every trail leads back to Janice Combs, who allegedly constructed this foundation alongside her son from the beginning and is now holding the money while her grandchildren prepare to sue her in open court.